Welcome to today's video. It is all about playroom organization, or in my case, play area organization. Wanted to start out with showing you these organizers that I got for the project. Pick those up at Target. I'm going to be using a laundry basket. Yes, a laundry basket. You'll see why I'm using that in just a bit to put some things in. And then I've got my vacuum cleaner here and ready to go with the little nozzle attachment here. That way I can vacuum up any crumbs and snacks that are there. And I'm going to be using my Puracy disinfecting surface cleaner to just kind of wipe things down, tidy it up, because this play area needs a lot of TLC. First thing I did was take any large pieces out of this play area that I'm not going to be using. We're wanting to kind of switch up the vibe in here just a little bit, give it a refresh, because the girls had gotten to the point where it was so messy, it was so overwhelming, they didn't even want to play in the play area. And spoiler alert, it's actually made them want to play in here. When my husband gets home, that's the first thing they ask is, "Daddy, let's go to the play area and play." So like, it's literally amazing to see them wanting to be back in this space. But starting out with taking the big things out, and now I'm taking everything off of the shelves. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I'm just going through and making a large pile in the middle. I want to literally kind of KonMari style organize this, where you literally touch everything and you see what is here. And I'm starting out with all of that. That way I know what I'm dealing with and what I need to organize. That way there aren't any random toys, and the shelves are clean so that they're ready for me to start organizing and putting things back on them.
You all night long. Dive in, babe, you know we can't stop this. Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're meant to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again.
Wanted to say a quick welcome back to my returning subscribers. I'm so glad you're back and joining me for some more cleaning motivation. I hope your day is going great so far, or if it's the end of the day and you're starting to wind down, I hope you are having a great evening and your day was good, or at least you're getting some relaxation now. But if you are new here, welcome. It's so nice to have you. My name is Ashley and my channel is called Spoonful of Cleaning, and I am all about sharing cleaning motivation, homemaking, and as well as cleaning, organization, and decluttering along the way, with all of the mom life in between. I am a mom of two little girls, an almost 3-year-old and a 13-month-old. So lots of life and lots of mom stuff going on over here. And so I love sharing that and that glimpse of real life for me. And I say for me because I know everybody's mom life looks just a little slightly different, but I am sharing mine. So for those of you that can relate and enjoy this kind of content, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you in my internet fam and come back and clean with me again. Now I am on to placing the bins in the cubes that I intended on them to go in. I had kind of an idea of how I wanted it to look, and so just trying to go off of what I saw in my head. Having a plan definitely helps. So if you can kind of get a vision for that, that makes working towards it a little bit easier, even if you do get overwhelmed, which I totally did in the middle of this. It's just like, okay, I need a breather. I need to throw on some motivating music or a cleaning video so I can feel motivated while I'm doing this. But that is what I was up to. And And we actually do the Love Every play kits and their little subscriptions. And so that's why I was finding those little note cards, because I wanted to make sure to have out the toys for their age group and their little learning development phase that they're in right now. That is one of the reasons that I absolutely love the Love Every kits. And this is not sponsored. They have gifted our girls things in the past, but this is not sponsored in any way, but I literally love them. And we have spent so much money on these kits because we genuinely enjoy them. I know for me as a mom, I'm not as good with the pretend play. My husband is amazing at that, but I don't know, for whatever reason, it is not my strong suit. And so having these little play guides and basically tips and tricks and things to do with your toddlers, and especially things that are age appropriate or with your babies, and that way you're keeping them with their milestones and the things that they need to be learning. It's just so incredibly helpful. So if you've not tried them out and you're like me and you feel a little lost as to what to do with your little ones, I highly recommend checking out the Love Every kits, and I will have a link to them in the description box below for you guys to check out.
Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. 'Cause the right time, you feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight.
Now I'm in the process of going through all of the toys and just putting like things together. So balls are going into the ball basket, pretend play things like all of her Doc McStuffins kit is going into another one, any little stuffed animals into another little basket. And then I will be grabbing our laundry basket, and that is where I'm going to start sorting out some of the pieces that I don't want in here, the toys that just need to be taken out of the play area for whatever reason, whether they've aged past the toy and they're not interested in it anymore, or if it's something that it is their age appropriate, but it's not something that they're just interested in playing in right now. I found that if I take them out of the play area for a week or so and then I rotate them back in, it's like a brand new toy and they want to play with it again. So instead of running to the store because your kid's bored with all of their toys, I highly, highly recommend toy rotation. And so that's just basically taking things out, putting it in a closet, under your bed, and in a guest room, whatever it is, wherever you can store them, and just kind of putting them away for a while and then bringing them back out. And I'm telling you, it works every single time with my girls, and it is like something brand new, and I didn't have to spend any more money to entertain them with toys and have them nice little things to play with.
We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers.
And if you are enjoying today's video, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up button, the little like button down below. That really does help to support the channel and spread this video to other people who enjoy cleaning motivation and cleaning, organizing, decluttering style videos.
We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you
Seeing my girl's little muffin stuffed animal made me think, how many of you guys have already watched season 3 of Bluey on Disney Plus with your little ones? We literally binged it for like 3 or 4 days. It took a little while because we were so busy and we had so many things, but I don't know who was more excited. Actually, I do know. My husband and I were way more excited about it than my girls were. They love Bluey, but I think we were like way more into it than they were. Like, we wouldn't watch them without my husband because he was like, please don't watch the new ones without me. And so we would do that like as family time when we wanted to like relax or in between activities or something going on. So that's how we would do it. But you guys will have to let me know, have you seen Bluey and which one was your favorite episode? Oh my goodness, there were so many good ones. Right now at the top of my head, Sheepdog was a pretty good one. I really like that one. It was like, I can feel that one, like I can relate to that as a mom. And then yeah, there are just so many cute ones. So I'm curious, which one was your favorite?
I never felt the way I do about anyone but you. If I were to lose you now, I don't know what I might do.
Now that I've given this little area a quick little vacuum and everything, I'm going to be taking all the books and things, all of our arts and crafts projects and stuff off of this little 4-cube shelf, and then I'm going to be moving it down to the floor. I wanted it to have a little bit more of a streamlined look when you were looking like into the living room and the little play area, which is behind our couch here. And so I wanted it to have just a cleaner, more streamlined look, like I said. So I'm going to be moving that to the floor, so you will see how that turns out, but it looks so much better, and also gives a nice place for displaying a few of their taller toys that don't quite fit into the cubes. Now that all of this is almost cleaned off, I'll be going in next with my Puracy surface cleaner, and I'll be using that and my microfiber to just wipe this down, and you guys will see there was so much dust up here. I don't think I realized how long it had been since I had cleaned this, and clearly I need to clean it a bit more frequently. Here on the top, it had just been kind of a little catch-all space. Yep, there you go. But it had been basically a catch-all space for all of the just stuff that I didn't want my baby girl to be playing with. Anything that my toddler, like of any of her toys, that it's like, okay, I can't play for those because they have little tiny pieces, things like that, that I had to keep up on a higher shelf. It just was a catch-all, and so it's really nice to have that clean, and it just looks so much better. And as you can see here on the left, a couple of those cubes don't have anything in them. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to have a couple of extra spaces here for things, because my toddler's birthday is coming up. She'll have her 3rd birthday here in a few weeks. And so I know that we'll probably get a new toy or two from that, as well as I wanted to leave a space for anything that they requested, like something that I didn't realize that they absolutely loved playing with, but they missed when I packed it away. That way it has a home. I always get the question of, how do you get your girls to help you clean up? And having a space for things when I do that, it makes it so much easier, and they're more apt to want to clean up and help me put things back where they go, because they know, okay, this is where the books go, this is where the balls go, this is where my baby doll goes. And that way it makes it a lot easier, and I can just hand it to them, and I can say, go put this in the ball basket, and they know exactly where to go and where to put it. So that really helps for getting my girls to do it. And honestly, it's just practice. You have to do it. Make it part of their routine if you can, before bed, before nap time, before you go to dinner, whatever it is. Just go ahead, do a quick cleanup. Doing those quick little couple of minutes throughout the day definitely helps to keep this clean. And I can actually say our play area is so clean. It doesn't look trashed because we've been doing this, and it's amazing, you guys, and helps so much. And for those that like a quick little behind the scenes, this is what the rest of the living room looks like while cleaning that area. So everything isn't always as you see it. So don't let YouTube videos intimidate you, because we're real too. It looks like a mess while we're cleaning. Now I'm on to decluttering this little basket of baby toys. So some of the things were broken, some of them Bella just didn't like playing with at all. So wanted to pass those along to another little babe that might enjoy playing with that one. So that is what I am tackling right now, and then putting everything that we want to keep back in the basket. And like I said, these toys will just go out of rotation for right now and come back in a little while. And so if you have a basket of clothes that you need to fold, or if you have a little basket that you need to declutter, things that you need to go through, grab that and go through it with me. That way you can be tackling something and feel good and like you accomplished something at the end of the video too. Now that I have our play area looking the way I want it, I am moving on to tidying up our living room, giving this area a nice little vacuum since I've moved the toys out of the way. And so that it is ready, I'm going to move one bigger toy of Bella's over into this area to just kind of have it out of the middle of the living room floor. And so you'll see me doing all of that stuff here in just a minute. But I wanted to share this part too, because it is kind of part of our play area, playroom. We don't have a dedicated playroom here at our house. And so that is the way our living room and everything is set up. And so I wanted to share it this way for those of you that are like us. And it is a kind of combination room of living room, play area, and all of the things put together. So that way you can kind of see a real life combination of how that looks for us.
Sometimes I forget to breathe.
And if you're curious about anything you see in the video, cleaning products, home decor pieces, I have a lot of that linked in my Amazon storefront down below, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. And I wanted to show you our Ottoman as well. This is where I keep some of our blocks, a puzzle, our little musical instruments, and then my toddler's little stem, basically flower kit that she can like build a little flower garden out of. That is a great piece and a great way to kind of store some extra toys in our living room is with that. We like to keep those particular toys in the middle of the room. They're kind of open-ended and something we like to play with together. And so this is how the rest of the living room is looking out. That's how the kitchen was. We live here, so if one part's clean, the other is most likely dirty. But this is how the little play area turned out, and I think it looks really, really good. Again, it just makes our home so much happier. My girls are loving playing in here now. When I would even suggest going to the play area before, they would just cry and I don't want to go in there. So I was like, okay, it's time to deal with the clutter and the mess. So glad that I took the time to do this. If you have been putting off cleaning your play area or playroom, you can do this. I believe in you. It is definitely tough, but I have my cleaning motivation playlist. I can hang out with you. We can keep cleaning together and do that. Or if you want to throw on some music, whatever it takes to do, you've got this. And for those of you that like a little dose of real life, this is what we're dealing with. And this is our guest room right now. So it is getting another overhaul here in a couple of days, but just wanted to give kind of a brief little before teaser, real life, whatever you want to call it, so you guys can know my house is not spotless at the end of the day. Just because one area is doesn't mean it all is.